our stomping grounds, and we're gonna see some new cool stuff that hopefully will blow your mind away. After millions of miles of water rush roads, we've reached Chaco Culture National Historical Park, World Heritage Site. Let's freaking go, baby. So right off the road, as we're coming in, you got the first structure already. And it's not huge, but it might give us a better idea of what the canyon looks like over here. You can see. And then, yeah, this is definitely not contemporary. This is the furthest thing from it. Let's see if we can get a look on the inside. Looks like a small little dome for something, used for something. But I've seen lots of burn marks where fires have been made across the rocks over here. Here at Chaco Canyon, culture survived until about 1400s, about the same time as the Huucam. And then 2 droughts back-to-back hit this place, causing everybody to either resort to cannibalism or to leave. Pretty crazy stuff. And then here's the sign showing that it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site since December 1987. And then talks a little bit about the Chaco, some of the other civilizations that would have been around during the time. But like I said, here 850 to 1250, but if you get up more towards northern New Mexico, it does stretch out to about 1400. Just got here and this place is insane. I haven't been here since I was like 6, so this was on my historical dream list, and we're now here. It's absolutely just everywhere. To think that people literally walked all the way on the Chaco roads from San Juan, from the top of San Juan County to the bottom. It's insane. All right, so allegedly we got some of our first actual up-close petroglyphs around here. I'm looking for them. Got a giant wooden platform here, but I don't see petroglyphs per se. Unless they're very... Oh, there they are. There we go. Interesting. One looks like almost like a squid. You got the... These are beautiful. Like, they're very, very, very washed, but they're beautiful. So this is talking about Vida and the Chacoan Great House. 100 ground floor rooms and kivas. It says it's about a mile out. Let's go check this out. And then that's the one we were just looking at up there. There's nothing better than the sounds and the sights and the noise of the birds and the mountains and the canyon. And then directly in front of us, you can start to see some of this first location popping up. You can see some of the pueblitos, some of the kivas starting to pop up over the hill. All right, so we're at Una Vida, and I'm gonna take you on a little trail through Una Vida. You can see here that a structure once was here, maybe a wall, kind of like we see up in Aztec. And then here you can see the structure of the wall, still in very good condition. Got a second one over here. It's like just a small roundhouse. Saw something behind me. I'm gonna show you in a second, but if you look in here, these stones are cut kind of differently than the stones that we found over at our last locations. There's another one over there. Holy cow. Let's back out of here. And look at that. Look at this mason work. Absolutely beautiful. The stones I've noticed are much larger, and I'm not seeing the wedging that we saw at some of the older sites. Let's see, once we get up here, some of these bigger ones, we might be able to get a better, clearer view. Looks like maybe even adobe was used, or some sort of adobe type structure substance. But you can just see walls crumbling down the side of this hill. You see almost the exact same type of style. It's almost like from different periods in the buildings we saw just a second ago. But you can see the wedging of the, or maybe it's just a better put together still unit. Here's a kiva, and you can even see the pillars, or maybe storage spots that we saw in the last ones. This one goes around to another room, and then that wraps up to the top. And they've literally got so many pieces of these houses that have fallen down. I think we can get up at least closer. Look at that, look out. And that's the big thing, is towards the end of these guys, their civilizations, they started to move up into these hills. And I mean, obviously with the drought, there's no food. With no food, there's war, baby. Look at this place, freaking amazing. This is put back together now, but you can see clearly on this one, we have some sort of paste that's been applied. This one's obviously, it looks untouched. Let's see if we get up here. And again, you've got some sort of pasty sand looking material in between holding these together. And obviously with some of the heavier structures, it wasn't enough to hold it. But let's go up here. Looks like this might be the petroglyphs up that way. But let's take a look at the masonry here. Not a lot of gray whack like we see in Aztec. That's from the inside. It's a little rougher, obviously. And then big bricks. Big bricks here. We're talking very large bricks, mostly consisting of the same type of material, it looks like. Which would be whatever was mined from over here. Looks like this trail actually opens up to a better view. It does. It opens up inside of it. Nice. Let's go. For the W. Look at that, gorgeous. I mean, the idea that they've always seemed to use is the thin slabs go in between the thick slabs, almost as like a stabilizer. This one looks almost older, but I can't tell for sure. Wow. We got a similar structure, but again, instead of the small T-doors that we get down or up north, we have a fairly large, regular, straight rectangle door. And then of course you can see where the wood would have been hoisted through. This would have been a multiple level project here whenever it was rent. And then we got windows, of course, for ventilation. As we know from the Aztec ruins, these places were heavily vented, and you could always breathe fairly well. There you go. You can see a little bit of the masonry in the back. So you can see we came down from up there, and now we're wrapping around this kind of makeshift trail to get to some petroglyphs that, if you know anything about me, petroglyphs are the apple of my eye. They made me work for this one, but there it is. It's like some sort of goat or deer, some other sort of animal. The same spiral structure as a hand. Look at that. 1,000-year-old hand. It's crazy. That was Una Vida, or One Life, which, of course, the Spanish translation of whatever they wanted to call it, because the Spanish had already taken basically all the territory. But that's just one location here at Chaco. We're going to keep going. I will see you next time on Revisiting History. Alright, so we started out at Una Vida. That's where we're at. We've passed this area. We're going to go back for it. There's the Junco Pavi, Chetroquetl, Casa Rinocada Community, Pueblo Bonito, Pueblo del Arroyo, Pueblo Alto Complex, the Chaco and Stairway. I mean, these are mile distances, but we can do it. And then Casa Chiquita, and then Penasco Blanco, some petroglyphs all along the way. I mean, this is a historian's dream here.